We do have a quorum and a full house. I like it. Everyone received a copy of the minutes from the previous meeting in their packets. I'd like to entertain a motion to dispense with the reading of those minutes and adopt. Motion made by Commissioner Steele, seconded.
I've got a question on that. The last page on the minutes on the gun-free facility, it lists that motion as passed unanimously. And so just to clarify, I think that's a clerical error. Top of the last page.
I'm showing 18 to 7. The vote of 18 to 7.
Just above that, Mayor, is that a?
Yeah, I think I think it's just a clerical error because it points out.
Is that part of the one before that?
Motion approved, seconded by Commissioner Smith. Motion passed. Commissioner Egbert has made a motion to strike the term "motion passed unanimously" from the minutes. There is second.
Second.
Second made by Commissioner Hughes. All those in favor vote by saying aye. Aye. And opposed likewise. Now entertain a motion to approve the minutes as amended. Motion made by Commissioner Steele, seconded by Commissioner Sykes. All those in favor vote by saying aye. Aye. And opposed likewise. Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner Egbert, for putting that out.
What does he mean? Which one is he talking about?
Last page at the top of the page under motion for gun-free facility.
Is this September?
Go to the very last page, Madam Clerk. Very last page at the top. Yeah, see
Okay,
that line?
Huh.
Where it says motion passed unanimously?
Well, now that's the motion. The motion did.
The motion
passed. The vote did.
Well, the motion was approved and seconded and then voted on by voice vote and carried by 18 to 7 majority.
Right. But the motion passed. The motion passed.
Well, the motion was made and seconded. Yeah, then voted on by roll call vote. So,
It's the word unanimously.
yeah.
An error.
And so that was just a question, Mayor. I didn't know if that was proper.
The motion didn't carry unanimously. It was made and properly seconded and voted on by roll call vote. Yeah, just strike that term. We're good. Everyone also received a copy of reports in the packet. I'd like to entertain a motion we dispense with the reading of those reports and adopt. Motion made by Commissioner Flake, seconded by Commissioner Summers. All those in favor vote by saying aye. Aye. And opposed, like sign. Motion carries. We have two late file budget transfer requests. That I would like to address individually. And the first is from the EMS. Do I hear a motion on this late file? Motion made by Commissioner Steele, seconded by Commissioner Longmire. Any questions? All those in favor vote by saying aye. Aye. And opposed likewise. And the second late file budget transfer request is from me. These are two items that I've discussed at length with the budget committee. I hope you all received the letter notifying you of the well-deserved and well-earned retirements of Ms. Lenita Van Dyke and Mr. John Wells, upcoming effective January 1st. We've talked about both of these issues in the past on several occasions, and what I'm asking you with help on this matter is I'm going to hire the best possible candidate, and with your help and the committee's help, that we can possibly hire to fill these two positions. The size carrot I hold out in front of them is going to be up to you guys. and I'm gonna hire the best person I possibly can. If you'll look, item 1 for the Director of Budgeting, I've asked for an increase in $23,944 for that position. And if you'll go down to the breakdown on this, about halfway down the page, what this would mean, we'll take the current salary of $49,756, add to it the $1,300 in overtime for that position, which will make $51,056. An increase in $23,944 would make the salary to be no higher than $75,000 annually. Now, you're asking probably how did I arrive at that amount? Well, I've surveyed several different city recorders positions and several different budget directors positions around West Tennessee, and this will put us in line with other counties our size. I can find counties that pay less, and I can find counties that pay more that have a lower population than us. Their duties all vary. That said, I've got good candidates lined up for this position, waiting for your decision on who we move forward with interviewing, and I feel confident that I can hire a good person for this position at whatever salary you set. But I would request that we make that salary $75,000. I'm afraid, and if you read the letters, we can hire somebody now for the salary as it is. There's not a doubt in my mind. They may be a fresh college graduate, and what I don't want to see us do is get in a revolving door situation where we hire somebody in, they get a couple of years experience and decide to go elsewhere because they can make more money. You can't blame them for doing that. And as far as the building maintenance manager position, it's been a wish of mine since day one almost, and the building committee's wish also, that we hire somebody to oversee our building projects and take on some of our heating and cooling routine maintenance to help save us some money. Mr. Wells' salary you see noted at $12.51 an hour. You're not going to hire anybody with those qualifications at $12.51 an hour. I feel confident that we can hire somebody, and I don't really have anybody identified yet, but I've reached out to our local vocational schools to help me find somebody to fill that position, and I've got some emails waiting on me now. And I think at $17.51 an hour, we can fill that position with somebody that can better keep their arms around our building projects, because as it is now, I'm doing part of it, Miss Sheila's doing part of it, I'm doing part of it, Miss Lanita's doing part of it, and the building committee chairperson ends up doing part of it. So I want one person to manage all these projects and take on some of our HVAC routine work also. So that being said, I want to open the floor to discussion.
This, on the building maintenance manager,
Yes.
we had talked to the committee head and what we're paying now to have our filters changed per year. With this position, we were talking about utilizing that person to do those things. Will that not more than pay for the additional salary you're asking for, or am I wrong?
It would.
Okay.
We pay about $17,000 a year for filter management, routine replacement filters. That'd be just one of the things we would ask them to take on and oversee.
So what I'm saying is actually if we increase the, spending an extra $10,000 to hire this person, we actually be spending, could be, but by him taking over that duty, spending $7,000 less than we're spending now total.
I think we can expect some immediate savings in our building maintenance line item by hiring the right person to take on some of these responsibilities. I think we would see a pretty big immediate savings there.
What are the educational requirements for the budget director? Is that a college grad with an accounting degree? Is that a CPA?
I'm glad you asked that. That's a good question. The Financial Act of 2012, which when that was going on back in January, February of 2012, there was a lot of pushback from local government. The state office of comptroller, the governor himself really pushed hard for the 2012 Financial Act. They ended up striking a compromise and making it voluntary. Now, the 2012 Financial Act says that any director of finance or budget director will have an accounting or finance degree. It doesn't have to necessarily be a CPA, but they will have to have that kind of education. I think after the election and the inauguration, when they go back into session, we're going to see 2012 get picked up again. I think it's going to be something that's going to be mandatory at some point. And I think we're being incumbent upon us to take this opportunity to fill that position with that type of person now. And I think $75,000 is pretty fair when you look at, when you got city recorders around the county making more than our budget director, actually making that much. you know, I don't think it's out of line to request that kind of salary. But that said, I'll honor the decision of this body and hire the absolute best person I can, try to keep them as long as we can.
Mr. Mayor, will we still keep the same people we have in place, and this is an additional person you're hiring?
No, Miss Lanita Van Dyke is retired, her current budget director. Yes, this will be for her replacement.
And so her replacement will take care of all these responsibilities.
Yes. And these budget transfers can be acted upon individually. If we want to act on the building maintenance position now, I can entertain a motion to do that and move forward from that, and then continue discussion on budget director.
Mr. Mayor, I got a question about.
Yes, sir.
Building maintenance man. Is that person gonna be EPA certified to do, remove freon and, change out compressors on units?
Yes. But I'll be honest with you, I don't know how much of that they'll be doing. I mean, the big ticket items that have to be done will continue to be done with outside contractors. You know, we're gonna ask them to take on the replacing thermostats, especially the replacement of filters, just the small item things that we just don't have the qualified people to do now. You know, it eats us up. It does. We need somebody to be able to do those things. And they'd have to be trained certified too before they could take on any kind of compressor work or things of that nature. And the candidate for this position is gonna have to be willing to achieve that certification if they don't have it already, so.
Yeah, if you hire somebody from vocational school, they wouldn't have it if they hadn't graduated.
And that's who we're looking for. And I think we can find that person at that salary.
I have a question. How would that affect the warranty that we already have on these air conditioners?
Well, that's what we just discussed. This person would have to be trained and certified. We've got almost all trained now. They would have to be trained and certified before they could take on, you know, anything outside routine replacement of filters and things of that nature. And I don't know how much compressor replacement, you know, refrigerant replacement, yes.
Adding freon.
Adding freon, that sort of thing, but when it comes,
You have to be EPA certified to do all that.
right, replacing, you know, condensers and coils and all that, they're not gonna have time to do it, to be quite honest with you.
Mayor, this position's gonna do a lot more than just HVAC work.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking about having some kind of idea of what maintenance is done, what building, when, so forth and so on. Some
Routine
type of-
scheduling of the maintenance, the management of building projects, the repair projects that we have going on. They'll be in charge of reporting to the building committee where our progress is.
Okay.
And those arenas also, and I'm telling you, it's all over the map. Like I said, 4 different people managing it now, and none of us qualified to do it.
We have a lot of buildings.
We got a lot of buildings. We've got 23 buildings, and they require a lot of attention.
Mayor, I heard you say that we were gonna look for somebody that had some experience, not just fresh out of school. Since we don't know who the applicants are, would it be smart to have a range of salary so that decision could be made depending upon their experience,
For which position?
or for both?
For both positions?
I mean, you don't, if I'm understanding, we don't know who the applicants are and how much experience they're gonna have, so.
The decision's ultimately gonna be my decision.
Okay.
This budget director is gonna set 5 feet for me for the next 4 years. It's gonna have to be somebody that I can count on, somebody that I'm gonna weight down with work, to be quite honest with you. There's a lot of things that we're gonna do a little differently, and this person's gonna be responsible for doing that. Now, that's not to say I'm not gonna weigh in with my budget committee on hiring the budget director, and weigh in with the building committee to hire the maintenance technician, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be my decision to make.
As far as the hiring,
As far as the hiring goes, it'd be my decision to make. I'm just asking you, how much of a carrot can I dangle? And I'll hire the best person I can. And I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit. I think I've made good hires. I think I hadn't done everything right since I've been in office the past 4 years, but I think I've made good hires. We've got good department heads, and I think it's because I've sought the input of the committees that they were gonna be answering to also, and it worked for us. It's worked for us, and that's the way we'll continue to hire.
so you don't feel like that you need a range to, so if the people that apply for the position are not that experienced.
I just need one end of that range. I've got 3 different groups of people that I can choose from right now, and I just need where the high end of that range is gonna fall.
In other words, you're saying that you don't have to give them the 17, you can give them 15 if you decide to.
Well,
If we appropriate,
The 17's bare bones. I mean, you're just not gonna get anybody for much less than that. I mean, but the budget director job, I got somebody at the low end of the range, I've got somebody in the middle part of the range, I've got somebody at the high end of the range.
Is it 1751, the high range?
That's the high end of the range for the maintenance position. That would be the most I could offer, Mr. Long.
Mayor, you're gonna post these two job titles and take resumes and applications and do an interview process?
I will for the building maintenance job. I don't know if I will for the budget director job. I've identified some really strong candidates. And I'm not saying I'm not going to. You know, it's going to depend on what salary offer coming out. You know, if we leave the salary what it is, then yes, I'm going to have to advertise. I mean, no two ways about it. But if we adjust that salary, I've got two different groups of people that
And would
it would be a good fit.
your high-end candidate initially start at 75, or would you have some moving room to see how they do through a probationary period?
I would want to be able to offer that high salary, the high end of it. This is the amount you're giving me. Don't go any higher than this. This is what you're giving me. Now, I'll try to Jew them down a little bit. Yeah.
I'm just
When we get into that negotiation,
through a
yeah.
probationary period, would you, I mean, there's no incentive for a raise here is what I'm getting at. Because if you offer them the top end, they don't have any incentive to work forward.
They'll get a raise when the rest of the county employees get a raise. If you decide to give me that 75,000, that'll be up to you guys. Then any raise they receive from that point on will be up to you guys. Call for raises as a whole, as a county.
Tom, I noticed right here the 75 annual salary, no overtime. What overtime have we been paying in the past?
Well, this year, it's $1,300 set for overtime for budget director.
Okay. All right, I see that.
And it's usually been around that. There's been a little more than that in the past, but this year it's $1,300. And I'd also like to point out that the budget director would also, and Floyd and I have already worked out an agreement. We did it when we hired Chief Kathy, that this position would be paid time only on workman comp time. It'll be a January, use it or lose it. Paid time off. If you work overtime during the budget season, which they will, they can take that time off, you know, when we get slow. They would understand that there won't be an accruement of comp time.
Which brings me to another question. Is there any way that we can get a centralized time so that, I mean, like the department heads approve the people's vacation, annual leave, sick leave, and their comp time, but it's centralized in the one office so that it's better managed?
One of the first orders of business I'm gonna ask of the new budget director is offering a bi-monthly comp time overtime report to you guys in our package, just like we do all of our other reports, you know, so we can, you know, with something we've never done is assign a liability figure to that comp time. We just don't know what it is. We're gonna talk about it a little bit more when we get to that table resolution, but.
I know we've been hit several times pretty hard with comp time.
Well, to be honest with you, there's been some pushback on the reporting of that comp time for whatever reason. It has to be mandatory. We've got to offer that figure. We've got to assign a liability figure to that comp time, and we've never done it. And that'd be one of our first orders of business. You know, what if everybody in the county quit all at one time and everybody's maxed out on comp time? We wouldn't know what to owe. Yes, right. So that, you know,
Right. I mean, that's what I'm getting at. We've got to do something about this.
yes, I could not agree with you more.
Okay, thank you.
Mayor, I think the 75,000 is a good salary, top salary. I believe for us all to come together today, we're gonna have to stay with one salary or not. I feel like if you could put a range in there, it would make us feel a little better. 75 is a good number. I have a same position at the City Hall in Humboldt, and I know this number is a good number on that. I personally think if you had a little range built in there, we would feel more comfortable about where we're going with it. That's just me, my opinion on it.
Well, the range is actually from what it is now to 75,000. And I'm not, I hope you know I'm not being smart.
No, sir.
And I'm not, but, to be honest with you, I've got two candidates that I'm very interested in, that if that number's below 75,000, they'll be struck off the list. You know, that's just the truth of it. And when they are, we'll go to the next best candidate. Commissioner Nance.
Could not we include the overtime in this 75,000, make it mandatory that you have so many hours overtime?
I'd rather see this a straight salary position and us not get in, because we've got into that in the past with salary positions drawing overtime. It's been a sore subject for some of the commissioners, and I'd rather keep it straight salary as we go forward. Set a
40
precedent.
hours a week for 75,000, is that what you're saying?
Right.
Or whatever time.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever it takes, whatever hours it takes. If they accrue overtime, then they can take that as paid time off when we slow down. They can use it as paid time off. And the only time they would really experience any need for overtime would be during our budget process, when they set up the budget hearings for you guys and spend time out here at night answering questions for you guys. So that would really be the only time they would accrue any overtime anyway. All right. Commissioner Cole.
We're kind of ping-ponging back and forth on the two positions. I suggest we move ahead and make a decision on this building manager.
I think that's a good idea.
I propose we go ahead with this as presented.
Motion's been made by Commissioner Cole to accept the salary adjustment on the building maintenance manager position as presented. Is there a second?
Second.
Second made by Commissioner McEwen. Any further discussion? If not, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Egbert,
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham,
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes,
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Carr,
No.
Commissioner Macklin,
Yes.
Commissioner Bivens,
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan,
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron,
Yes.
Commissioner Summers,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Nance,
Yes.
Commissioner Locke,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Flake, Commissioner Smith,
Yeah.
Commissioner McEwen,
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Pills,
Yes.
Commissioner Steele,
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin,
Yes.
Commissioner Childers,
Yes.
Commissioner Moss.
Yes.
24-1.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Mayor,
Yes, sir.
back up just a little bit before we did that. A while ago, we approved the late file transfer for the ambulance.
Yes,
Well, we're
sir.
not supposed to take a roll call on that money.
No, we normally vote for the budget transfers, don't we? Yeah. In
sorry,
fact,
we
when
thought
I just roll call that, I said, I think that's the first time we ever roll call budget transfer.
All right, I didn't know. Good deal.
And I'm gonna roll call the next, vote too, because, I mean, I can tell there's a lot of unanswered questions and a lot of different opinions on what this budget director's salary should be set at, so I'm gonna roll call it as well. That said, I'm gonna entertain any motion. Motion's been made by Commissioner Steele that it be adopted as presented. Do I hear a second? Second by Commissioner Flake. Any further discussion? If not, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Egbert,
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham,
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes,
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Carr,
Yes.
Commissioner Macklin,
Yes.
Commissioner Bivens,
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan,
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron,
Yes.
Commissioner Summers,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Nance,
Yes.
Commissioner Locke,
No.
Commissioner Collins,
Yes.
Commissioner Flake,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner McEwen,
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Pills,
Yes.
Commissioner Steele,
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin,
Yes.
Commissioner Childers,
Yes.
Commissioner Moss.
Yes.
24-1.
Motion carries. Thank you. Guys, I appreciate your input on that, and Budget Committee and Building Committee, you'll be hearing from me as soon as I can get our interviews lined up, and we'll move forward. And I want to take the opportunity to ask that we all congratulate Ms. Van Dyke on her retirement and Mr. Wells on the clearance. We'll be having cake and ice cream for us both forthwith. All right, moving forward. I'd like to, we're going to ask Mr. Archie to speak prior to Resolution 10. So at this time, I'd like to ask for a motion to dispense with the reading of a resolution. Motion made by Commissioner Moss, second by Commissioner Summers. All those in favor, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, like sign. Thank you. Resolution number 1 is a resolution to carry forward the balance of the 2012 Homeland Security Grant for equipment purchases and in-service training for Gibson County Fire Department, amount of $36,509. Do I hear a motion on resolution number 1? Motion made by Commissioner Moss, seconded by Commissioner Longmire. Any discussion? If not, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes?
Yes.
Commissioner Egbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham?
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes?
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire?
Yes.
Commissioner Carr?
Yes.
Commissioner Magnet? Commissioner Bevins?
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan?
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron?
Yes.
Commissioner Summers?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Nance?
Yes.
Commissioner Locke?
Yes.
Commissioner Carter?
Yes.
Commissioner Flake?
Yes.
Commissioner Smith?
Yes.
Commissioner McEwen?
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton?
Yes.
Commissioner Pella?
Yes.
Commissioner Steele?
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin?
Yes.
Commissioner Childers?
Yes.
Commissioner Moss?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Resolution number 2 is a resolution to set up additional funds approved under the 2013 Assistance to Firefighters Grant. Do I hear a motion on resolution number 2? Motion made by Commissioner Summers, seconded by Commissioner Sykes. Any discussion? I just like to say before you vote, I can't say enough about the hard work that's gone into getting these AFG grants. We've received nearly $1 million worth of grants over the past 2 years. And again, I want to applaud everybody, Chief Kathy, Chief Fountain, former Chief Fountain at Kennan. I can't say enough about the hard work, or Kennan in Milan, former Chief Fountain in Milan, and Chief Todd and Gann. I can't say enough about their hard work, their dedication to us. And I mean, that's every air pack that we've ever begged for in the past 4 years in one lick, you know. And I wish Malice Stoltz was here to hear this. Boy, he'd be tickled to death. But if there's nothing else, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes?
Yes.
Commissioner Egbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham?
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes?
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire?
Yes.
Commissioner Carr?
Yes.
Commissioner Macklin?
Yes.
Commissioner Bevins?
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan?
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron? Commissioner Summers?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Nance?
Yes.
Commissioner Locke?
Yes.
Commissioner Carter?
Yes.
Commissioner Flake?
Yes.
Commissioner Smith?
Yeah.
Commissioner McEwen?
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton?
Yes.
Commissioner Pella?
Yes.
Commissioner Steele?
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin?
Yes.
Commissioner Childers?
Yes.
Commissioner Moss?
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. This one you don't see every day. Resolution number 3 is a resolution to budget insurance recovery funds for piano repair at Gibson County Office on Aging. I'd like to entertain a motion on the piano repair. Motion made by Commissioner Pillis, seconded by Commissioner Steele. Is there any discussion?
Now, how much?
$670. If not, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes?
Yes.
Commissioner Egbert?
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham?
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes?
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire?
Yes.
Commissioner Carr?
Yes.
Commissioner Macklin?
Yes.
Commissioner Bevins?
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs?
Yes.
Commissioner Morgan?
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron?
Yes.
Commissioner Summers?
Yes.
Commissioner Cole?
Yes.
Commissioner Nance?
Yes.
Commissioner Locke?
Yes.
Commissioner Carter,
Yes.
Commissioner Flake,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner McEwen,
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Pelham,
Yes.
Commissioner Steele,
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin,
Yes.
Commissioner Childers,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin.
Yep.
Motion carries. Thank you. Resolution number 4 is a resolution of budget funds to pay retired veterans officer for unused annual leave in the amount of $1,302.97. Do I hear a motion on resolution number 4? Motion made by Commissioner Smith, second
Mr. Cameron.
by Commissioner Kimber. Thank you, sir. Any discussion on resolution number 4? If not, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Edwards,
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham,
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes,
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire,
Yes.
Commissioner Carr,
Yes.
Commissioner Mackin, Commissioner Bevy,
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron,
Yes.
Commissioner Summers,
Yes.
Commissioner Cole,
Yes.
Commissioner Nance,
Yes.
Commissioner Locke,
Yes.
Commissioner Carter,
Yes.
Commissioner Flake,
Yes.
Commissioner Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner McEwen,
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton,
Yes.
Commissioner Pelham,
Yes.
Commissioner Steele,
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin,
Yes.
Commissioner Childers,
Yes.
Commissioner Martin.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you.
Mayor? As President of the Veterans Affairs, and you have to forgive me, I can't remember his name, but we did elect another person for that position. He's here, and you have to forgive me for not remembering your name. I'd like to stand up and introduce yourself.
I'm Brad Valentine, originally from Humboldt, live now in Truckee.
Brad, you wanna come forward?
Sure.
Take the photo. And Commissioner Mackin, I apologize if you would. I apologize for not saying something to you earlier about that. I was going to include you in the report portion of the meeting, but we'll just go ahead and do it now. We've got another report to give during resolutions anyway.
For those of you who don't know me, I'm Brad Valentine. Been the mayor and the county commissioners have voted to put me in the office as Veteran Service Officer for Gibson County. Got a long history with Gibson County. I've been in each armory here in Gibson County. I'm retiring after 29 years, almost 29 years of service guard. So look forward to working with each of you and the veterans and veterans families of your communities. So I'm excited. Y'all send them out. Thank you.
And I'd like to say, I worked down the hall with Brad. He's really hit the ground running since taking that position over, and he's doing a good job for us, and he's been just a joy to work with. And I can't thank the Veterans Affairs Committee enough for their input in this decision making. So, the committee process works the way it's supposed to if you let it. And guys, I appreciate your input on that. And as somebody who's as you all are, very grateful to our veterans, it's incumbent upon us as a county to do all we can for our veterans and make sure they're receiving every single service that's owed to them. It should be a top priority for us as a county. It should be a top priority for us as a nation. And I think Brad's going to do a great job to continue in doing that. And while we're on that discussion, how many veterans do we have here today? We got Veterans Day coming up tomorrow. I hadn't even mentioned. Let me ask all the veterans that are here today, please stand and be recognized. We can't thank you enough for everything you've done for us as a nation. If it weren't for you guys, we wouldn't have the freedom to come in here and claw each other's eyes out from time to time. But all joking aside, we live in a great country full of freedoms, and I appreciate everything you guys have done for us. And moving on to resolution number 5. Speaking of how good a job he's doing, we need some new computers for him to do his job.
Nice lid.
Yeah, thank you. Got a nice segue. Thank you for that, Commissioner Macklin. Resolution number 5 is a resolution to appropriate funds for data processing equipment in the Veterans Service Office. We needed to get a couple of new computers. Everything he had was dated from the hardware to software, and it was just non-functional, I mean, to be quite honest with you. And we've got everything in place to get it replaced, waiting on you guys to approve it. Do I hear a motion on resolution number 5? Motion made by Commissioner Hughes, seconded by Commissioner Smith. If there's no further discussion, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes.
Yes.
Commissioner Egbert.
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham.
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes.
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire.
Yes.
Commissioner Carr.
Yes.
Commissioner Mackin.
Yes.
Commissioner Bevins.
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs.
Yes.
Commissioner Martin.
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron.
Yes.
Commissioner Summers.
Yes.
Commissioner Cole.
Yes.
Commissioner Nance.
Yes.
Commissioner Locke.
Yes.
Commissioner Carter.
Yes.
Commissioner Flake.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes.
Commissioner McEwen.
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton.
Yes.
Commissioner Pillar.
Yes.
Commissioner Steele.
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin.
Yes.
Commissioner Childress.
Yes.
Commissioner Moss.
Yes.
Thank you. Resolution number 6 is a resolution to set up tire disposal expense and solid waste fund. TDEC money. Do I hear a motion on resolution number 6? Motion made by Commissioner Longmire, seconded by Commissioner Cameron. Any discussion on resolution number 6? If not, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes.
Yes.
Commissioner Egbert.
Yes.
Commissioner Cunningham.
Yes.
Commissioner Sykes.
Yes.
Commissioner Longmire.
Yes.
Commissioner Carr.
Yes.
Commissioner Mackin. Commissioner Mackin. I'm
Yes.
sorry, okay. Commissioner Bevins.
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs.
Yes.
Commissioner Martin.
Yes.
Commissioner Cameron.
Yes.
Commissioner Summers.
Yes.
Commissioner Cole.
Yes.
Commissioner Nance.
Yes.
Commissioner Locke.
Yes.
Commissioner Collins.
Yes.
Commissioner Flake.
Yes.
Commissioner Smith.
Yes.
Commissioner McEwen.
Yes.
Commissioner Littleton.
Yes.
Commissioner Pillar.
Yes.
Commissioner Steele.
Yes.
Commissioner Yergin.
Yes.
Commissioner Childress.
Yes.
Commissioner Moss.
Yes.
Motion carries. Thank you. Resolution number 7 is a resolution requesting that Governor Bill Haslam of the Tennessee General Assembly restore funding to the West Tennessee River Basin Authority. I just saw Mayor Burris walk in. I think Mayor Burris could attest to the value of the River Basin Authority and what it means to us here in Gibson County. They got a tough battle to fight. They wage war on our beavers for one thing, and keep our river channels cleaned out to offset our flooding issues. So we get a great amount of value from them, but sometimes it's hard to preach that value to some of our legislators from East Tennessee who don't have the same issues and flooding concerns that we do here. But Representative Hoffer does a great job of doing that for us, and this is a resolution to help support him in his efforts. I'd like to entertain a motion on resolution 7. Motion made by Commissioner Moss, seconded by Commissioner Morgan. All those in favor, vote by saying aye. Aye. Opposed likewise. Resolution number 8 is our regular report on state aid projects to be filed with the Gibson County Legislative Body. Do I hear a motion on resolution number 8? Motion made by Commissioner Steele, second by Commissioner McEwen. All those in favor, vote by saying aye. Aye. And opposed likewise. The motion carried. Resolution number 9 is a resolution to amend the meeting time for the Gibson County Commission to 6:30 in the evening as opposed to our 9 o'clock meetings now. Do I hear a motion on resolution number 9? Motion made by Commissioner Hughes, seconded by Commissioner Locke. Any discussion? Yeah. And I bet there is. Commissioner Summers.
Personally, as far as when I come to a meeting, I could care less. I'm elected to serve, and I'll come if they do it at 1 o'clock in the morning. It'll make a difference. But I've been here for 4 years, and I came the summer before I was elected to the budget workshops. And I just think we get more participation at the 9 o'clock in the morning meetings. If everybody feels different, suits me fine. But in those 5 years that I've been to meetings, I do not recall a single person from the public coming for the budget workshops. Somebody, another commissioner told me, he said, well, we've had one or two. I just don't remember. And that's when the money's spent. But when we've had our recess meetings at night, we've had very little participation from the public and a little bit less participation from the press. So like I said, it doesn't matter to me if we do it at night. I'm going to come to make a difference. But from past history, I think we get better participation in the morning. And if that's what we're after, I think we ought to leave it where it is. Just my opinion. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, I just want to add Ms. Summers over there that at the night meetings that we have had since I've been here, we had trouble getting enough commissioners here to even have a meeting. Okay, we would get maybe 14 or 15 commissioners, but we couldn't get a supermajority. We couldn't get 17. They just wouldn't come. And a 6:30 meeting lasting 3 hours, if it lasted 3 hours, would be 9:30. We all live in different parts of the county. We got to drive home, be 10 o'clock. Time you eat something, get in bed, be 11. Well, a man of my age and health, that's pretty late. So we get better participation at the 9 o'clock meeting. Besides, there are county employees that are required to come, and they'll have to be paid overtime for the night meetings or comp time.
Commissioner Flake?
There's no way my schedule allowed me to come at 6:30 at night. Impossible. That's why I don't come to the night meetings. That's my schedule will not allow me to.
Because you work nights.
And personally, if I would have to resign my position, not coming.
Any further discussion, input? Commissioner Locke?
Mayor, I feel like the morning meetings are discriminating against people that would like to run for these positions that have a job and can't attend morning meetings, and as well as the general public that might want to attend.
All good points. Anybody else? Commissioner Yard?
You know, I've been here a while, Keith and I have, and we both talked about it. We just don't have the participation that we would have in the nighttime meetings, and I have people, in fact, some people out here has told me, said, you know, if you change that to nighttime meeting, I'm not gonna be able to come. Now, these are just, you know, people, and of course, I've sacrificed my schedule, which I hadn't got a schedule, but, pretty tough one, but I knew what the schedule was when I ran, what our meetings were, and I agreed to that, and I think that I'm gonna live for that.
And I'd just like to say that, as you know, I serve at the pleasure of this body as chairman, and I'll chair this meeting, whatever. If you want to do it at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when we'll do it. You vote to do it at that time, but I'm just gonna be blunt with you. I've been disappointed by some of the attendance we've had. I've been excited in the past to set nighttime meetings, and have been disappointed by it, to be quite honest with you. We've had a special call meeting, all the budget workshops, and they've said and I don't have an explanation for that at all, other than it's just poorly attended.
We tried to adopt our budget there back in June, you know, at a nighttime meeting, we didn't have enough here to adopt our budget. We had to postpone it to vote, didn't we? Right.
I think we have a comment from the gallery, Mr. Curry.
How you doing this morning?
Good morning.
And what I would suggest, instead of setting this in stone, if you decide to do it, is give it a trial run and see how it works. That way, if it doesn't work, you can flop back to the days without a whole lot of trouble.
The meeting times, unless I'm wrong on this, for being our de facto parliamentarian, you may disagree with me, but I think the meeting time is at the behest of the chairperson, but they can give that responsibility to the body. We've always chosen to give it to the body. You know, we can vote on meeting times every meeting before we adjourn. We can hear a motion to hear that. And again, like I said, I'll meet whenever it's convenient for you guys. You know, this is my full-time job. This is your part-time job. You just let me know when to be here, and I'll be here. I want you guys to be comfortable and feel safe here, and be glad you're here. You'll be able to govern with peace of mind. That's my goal as chairperson.
I personally don't care one way or the other, if it's days or nights. But I also and it costs me 8 hours of pay. every time I come to the meeting, and I knew that when I accepted this position. So I can't use the excuse that, well, I can't come because I'm working during that time. So it doesn't really matter one way or the other. I know we voted on this in the past and it didn't pass. But to me, it really doesn't matter, but it costs me $8 to pay every time I come to one of these meetings.
I know we've got several members that use vacation to be here, take time out of your personal businesses to be here. Commissioner Steele, how many days of vacation do you use?
130 days.
He's used 130 days of vacation during his career as county commissioner.
I'm vacationing today.
Welcome to the jungle.
But that said, I knew that I was gonna have to take vacation when I run for this position. It was set for the day. I flip a coin, it don't make me no difference.
Well, Mr. Mayor, it seemed to me like we all knew what time it was going to be. And if we change it, it seemed to me like it ought to be effective until the next election, because every commissioner in here knew what time the meeting was when they ran. And if we change it now, the people that work nights will have to resign. The people that can't stay up late like me will have to possibly resign, so.
Commissioner Hughes.
Yes, sir, I'd like to say in response to that, this resolution is not necessarily meant to protect only us as county commissioners. I personally am missing a half a day's work every time I come over here too. I fortunately have that luxury, and we are a representative government. And I think we would all have to agree that most people in Gibson County that may want to participate in this government are working today, and they may not have the luxury of being able to take off. And so I don't know if we've ever actually tried to have them at night to see what kind of participation.
Yes, we have.
Yeah, we have.
I know that there have been special call meetings. I don't know what kind of advertisements that have gone out to let the public know that those meetings are occurring.
They've been properly advertised in the papers as we normally do.
In our recess meetings, we announce it that day
Yeah.
also.
Budget meetings at night.
I'll be honest with you, I'd like to see a crowd so big we have to start having county commissioners meeting in Gibson County High School gym. That'd suit me just fine if we had that big a crowd. I'd love it. You know, a better informed public is a happier public, and I'm all for it. Motion has been made and seconded to move the meeting time to 6:30
Call
p.m.
for a question.
Question's been called for. All those in favor, vote by saying aye. You're voting in favor to move the meeting to 6:30 at night?
No.
Yeah, the resolution is to move the meeting time
Let's
to
do a roll
6.
call vote.
Okay,
Roll call.
okay, the resolution, again, is to move the meeting time to 6:30 p.m.
So we want to stay the same, we vote no.
If you want to stay the same, vote no. You want to move to 6:30 p.m., vote yes. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Hughes,
Yes.
Commissioner Edwards,
No.
Commissioner Cunningham,
No.
Commissioner Sykes,
No.
Commissioner Longmire,
No.
Commissioner Carr,
No.
Commissioner Mackin,
No.
Commissioner Bivens,
Yes.
Commissioner Tubbs,
No.
Commissioner Morgan,
No.
Commissioner Cameron,
No.
Commissioner Summers,
No.
Commissioner Cole,
No.
Commissioner Nance,
Yes.
Commissioner Locke,
Yes.
Commissioner Collins,
No.
Commissioner Flake,
No.
Commissioner Smith,
No.
Commissioner McEwen,
No.
Commissioner Littleton,
No.
Commissioner Pillar,
Yes.
Commissioner Steele,
No.
Commissioner Yergin,
No.
Commissioner Chilton,
No.
Commissioner Moss. No.
Motion fails. Thank you.